We are here. Hopefully some of you guys are in here. We got 80 of you in here. That's a good number. Good number. Let me put in the Facebook that we're live now. Live now, D3. Been a hectic couple of days here, guys. Finding out that the guy who built our house and put the heating system in pretty much didn't know what he was doing. So our heating system is a 100 BTU furnace that is running through a 60 BTU set of ductwork. So too big of a furnace for too little ductwork. The way it's been explained to me is that creates too much heat to push through a system of ductwork, which causes the furnace to turn on and off way too much and not run efficiently, therefore causing the heat exchanger to crack because it's getting hot. It's turning on, blowing up, getting hot, really, really hot. And then as it gets really hot, the air can't go through the ductwork system fast enough. So it overheats and then shuts down, causing the heat exchanger to cool down. And then once it cools down enough, it reads through the thermostat that it's not at the desired temperature that the thermostat is set at. So then the furnace fires up again. The heat exchanger gets real hot, creates all the hot air, and then it basically can't get the air through the ductwork fast enough. It overheats and triggers it to shut off again. And then the heat exchanger cools down, and it's just a constant heat exchanger heats up, heat exchanger cools down, heat exchanger heats up, heat exchanger cools down. And I guess what that caused was the furnace to just get to the point where the heat exchanger broke. And now we're looking at a system where they're saying, well, if you put a new furnace in, a new 100 BTU furnace, it's going to crack again. Like we're going to have the same problem. And the way that they were built 50, 60 years ago when Magic Chef made my furnace, the heat exchangers were made out of, oh God, what was the material? It was something that was more durable and able to last longer, even though it was heating and cooling real quick. And now that they're made nowadays with cheap material, it would break even faster. Like we would have a new 100 BTU furnace for like 3 or 4 years and it would break again. So now we're looking at having to redo the whole main channel of ductwork in the house and make that bigger, which is going to eat up more room in all the rooms by about 2 feet, they said. So it's ripping down all the sheetrock, ripping out all the ductwork, and putting up new ductwork, or going to a smaller BTU furnace, which isn't quite the size that our house needs to run to heat the full house, because it's a bigger house. It's not a mansion or anything, but it's 2,300 square feet. So it's been this, exactly as you say, Jetson. It's a whole can of worms. And I remember I was talking to Gary about this, running the house without the furnace. And like, if we have to go without the furnace for a period of time in the winter, let's say it went at an inopportune time, which it happened to go at an inopportune time. It went now, in the winter. What we could do is run off of what do they call them? Radiator style space heaters. So that's kind of what we're running on right now. When it's only in the 30s, it's keeping the house warm enough. I mean, I'm sure the electric bill will be higher, but at least it's keeping us safe. But it's been a nightmare. It's been an absolute nightmare. And we've had people in here to do estimates on both the furnace and the ductwork. And then also the person who's going to pull the permits to run the new lines for the furnace. It's like 3 different people coming in doing 3 different estimates and then trying to figure out which ones will work with who. And Burn cards, burn old base cards. So yeah, it's been a heck of a ride, but we're getting closer to construction date, which is good. Let's see here. So I've got the list typed up in the random already, all your names, 1 through 32. The only thing I have to do is build a correlating list real quick of teams to match it up against. So we're almost there. So that's good. List is up. Let me just get the alphabetical order of the teams jotted down real quick so we have something to compare it to figure out exactly who's going to be where. Old-fashioned. So you got steam radiators. Yeah, dude. I had steam radiators in my old house growing up with my mom, and those things were dangerous in and of themselves because if you didn't have those nice little covers over them, like the metal kind of covers, and you touched one, man, you'd burn your hands. I burned my hands on a couple of those as a kid. And that was always fun. My mom would be like, "I told you, that's why you don't touch it." All right, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 20. So the paper only has 28 lines. So here's what we're going to have to do. We'll make a full list starting up here. Arizona. 2 would be Atlanta. 3, Baltimore. 4, Buffalo. And with them starting in the header, I should be able to get all 32 teams written down. Let's hope. So 5. Don't you turn off on me. 5 going to be Carolina. 6, Chicago. 7, Cincy. 8, Cleveland. 9, Dallas. Right when it starts to turn into winter, my allergies get bad, man. Like right when the fall, when the leaves are coming down, my nose starts running like a faucet. I got my dad's allergy seasons. I always used to laugh at him because he'd walk around with a handkerchief, like, you know, the old school, old style handkerchief, like the red bandana. And he'd walk around with it in his back pocket and just blow his nose in it constantly. And I never quite understood as a kid. I'd look at him and laugh. Like, you got this booger-filled bandana in your back pocket and you just blow your nose in it over and over and over again. And now I kind of get it. Like, he was going through the torture of the allergy seasons. Now I don't laugh so much. Houston would be 13. 14 would be Indy. 15 is Jacksonville. 16, KC. 17 is Michael Buchholz. Oh, wait, no. I'm reading names now. Vegas. Stay on. 17 is Vegas. 18, Chargers. 19 is LA Rams. 20, Miami. 21, Minnesota. 22, Patriots. 23, Saints. 24 is the Giants. 25 is the Jets. 26, Philly. 27 is Pitt. 28, San Fran. 29, Seattle. Ma. 30, Tampa. 31, Tennessee. 32, Washington. All right, so here is our list of teams all the way up from 1 up at the top being, of course, it's going to go blurry now. 1 up at the top being Arizona, all the way down to 32 being Washington. So that's how we'll correlate names to teams. So let me get a spot to write the names next to it. I'll number that out 1 through 32. And then by the time we run the random 8 times for Danny Dimes, that will then give us the names to match up next to the teams. And then we'll just write it out so everyone can see it. I'll take a picture, post it to the post, and then the trade window will officially open. Now, I'm waiting on the permit guy to tell me when he can be here. I know when the ductwork guy can be here. I know when the furnace guy can be here. Need to wait for the permit guy to know when the work is going to get done, so then I can then know what night we can do the break, making sure that there's no work going on. So also, once they start the work, I have to do this before they start the work, because once they start the work, I have to pack up the office. There's a chance that some of the soot that they need to blow out of the vents and the ductwork could get into the house, both upstairs and downstairs. So I can't block the vent because they need to be able to blow it out or suck it out. I guess they use like this big vacuum, and then they use some kind of like big air compressor to blow it. And they need it to be able to exit the vents so they can clean and sanitize the vents. So the whole office has got to get packed up. Like the entire thing has to get packed up, and the office basically has to be empty. So we can't do this after the work starts. So we got to do the anniversary break before the work starts. And then I got to pack up the office, which also means that there'll be a little break between this one and the next one. Gravesy, I wish I could, man. Wish I could, but I got to be up at, I want to say tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Wednesday? Wednesday, we have a call at, I'm going to be up at 7. Call is at 8:15. So tonight would be rough. There's no way we could do it tonight. But we'll figure out which night we're going to do it. I'm going to have to, because it's got to get done, and then I got to pack the office up. So going to be interesting. We'll get to that one step at a time. Baby steps right now. Baby steps right now. All right, let's see here. So now what we need to do is run the random. So let me get my stylus. All right, so we're going to go 8 times for Danny Dimes. We're going to check the list, make sure everyone's name is on it, and we're in the right order. Let's turn this up. Get our focus on here. Come on. There we go. All right, so focus is in. Let's go to the top. So at the very top, in the 1 spot, we got TJ Bright. 2, Bryce Allen. 3, Jetson, George Hoyt. 4 is Gary Eck from Eaglefin Breaks. 5 is Tim Jones. 6 is Danny Tanner, Mr. Full House. 7 is Philip Andrade. 8, Adam Huffstadt. Welcome back, brother. Good to see that name. Been a minute. Welcome. Glad you're here for the 1 year, bro. Cobb family. Braden and Jason Cobb are going to be at 9. And then 10, we've got the Hanster, Hans from Hamster Card Breaks. 10, we got Surfer, Sean Seifert. Good to see that name back again as well. Welcome back, Surfer. Been a minute. Glad you're here for the 1 year as well. Metzi. Metzi is at 12. That's Sean Metzler. 13, Travis Clavin. 14, Dustin Bollock. 15, Jeff Maggio. Haven't seen that name in a minute too, so good to see you back, brother. 16, Ron Goforth. 17, Dusty Barlow. 18 is Shane Beck. 19 is Gravesy, the Gravy Train. 20 is Jeffrey Allen Haas. Haven't seen your name in a quite a few too, so good to see you back. Jay Van's at 21. I'm at 22. Robert Avisha back for 23. 24 is Hometown Dave Anderson from Hometown Breaks. 25 is Josh Baxter. 26 is Mason Prince, Nathan Prince's son, Mason. 27 is Matthew Vanover. 28 is Alan Stein from Black and Gold Breaks. Then 29 is Aaron Wise. 30 is Brandon Brochet from Great Lakes Box Breaks. Then you got Aaron's buddy, James Rosenberger, back in. Good to see that name again. And then last but not least, bringing up the last spot. I remember he posted his name going, if there's one spot left, I'll take it. Dylan Ratter cleaning out the cleanup spot. So there we go. Free Wawa. Is there free Wawa coffees on Tuesday? Mainline all the caffeine. I drink enough 5-hour energy shots throughout the day. Those things keep me alive. You guys would laugh if you see how many cases of those things I buy in a month. Probably not healthy for me at all, but I try to drink little coffee, so the 5-hour energy shots are like an unhealthy supplement. Yeah, in the app, you get free coffee every Tuesday. Yeah, I pass a Wawa on the way to work. I might as well just download the app. All right, so there we go. All names are in the list. So now what we're going to do is back it up because the list gets bigger by size once we run the random. And we're going to go 8 times for Danny Dimes. Now, after we go our 8 times, what happens then is that whatever order we are in at the end of 8 randoms is going to then be paired up to the list of teams in alphabetical order. Arizona at the top, followed by Atlanta, Baltimore, Buffalo, Carolina, so on and so forth, all the way down to the bottom, Tampa, Tennessee, Washington, etc. So 1 through 32 in alphabetical order. All right, so here we go. Good luck to everybody. Every team in this break, for the most part, has a chase player. There are a few that don't, but when you look at 2017, Mahomes, Watson, McCaffrey, 2018, you've got Baker, you've got Josh Allen, you've got Lamar Jackson. You go to 19, you've got Danny Dimes, you've got Kyler Murray. You go to 20, you've got Herbert, Burrow, Tua, Hurts, Love. You go to 21, you've got Jackson, you've got Jacksonville. You've got Trevor Lawrence, you've got Justin Fields, you've got Trey Lance, you've got Mac Jones, Zach Wilson. I mean, there are a ton. Just quarterbacks alone, I think there's like 16 or 18 to chase. And this break, the big winner right off the bat is whoever lands the Chargers. Because whoever lands the Chargers automatically is getting a 2020 Leaf Metal Justin Herbert autographed rookie card. The variation, whether on card or sticker, the number, what it's serial numbered to, varies, but there is guaranteed to be a Justin Herbert autographed rookie card. So here we go. Good luck, everybody. 8 times for Danny Dimes. Let's get it. After 1, Gary Eck is at the top. And down at the bottom is Tim Jones. So that's after 1. 18, Matthew Vanover would have landed on the Chargers. After 2, 1 is Metzi. 32 down at the bottom is Clavin. And Hans would have landed on 18, which would be the Chargers. So 18 is that magic number for a lot of you. Let's see if I can move this closer without getting blurry. There we go. All right, so that's after 2. After 3, Surfer up at the top, Danny Tanner at the bottom. 18 would have been Jeff Maggio. After 4, Metzi up at the top, Gary Eck Eagle Finn down at the bottom. 18 would have been Robert Avisha. After 5, Travis Clavin at the top. I am all the way down at the bottom. And Andrade, Philip Andrade, would have been in that 18 spot. After 6, Tim Jones up at the top. Jeffrey Allen Haas down at the bottom. 18 would have been Shane Beck. After 7, Cobb family at top. Gary Eck at the bottom. 18 would have been Jeffrey Allen Haas. So there we are. You'll see down at the bottom, 7. We've got Cobb up at the top. We've got Eck at the bottom. That is after 7. One more time, 8 times for Danny Dimes. So this last random will determine our order for the 1-year B3 anniversary break. Good luck, everybody. Jay Van Castle landing at 18. That lucky Mother Hubbard. He pulled a Herbert auto in a break out of a Contenders blaster here at B3 on like break 12. And that Mother Hubbard lands in the lucky 18 spot. So Robert Avisha's at 1. Hometown is down at the bottom. Let's go through our list one by one. So Robert Avisha is landing on Arizona with a 19 Prism blaster and a couple of Donruss products, looking for some rated rookie Kylers. So Robert Avisha is officially on the Kyler chase unless he decides to trade it. And there is Prism. All right, now number 2 is Shane Beck. Shane Beck is going to be on Atlanta chasing Kyle Pitts unless he decides to trade it. So Shane Beck on Atlanta. In the 3 spot is Brian Graves on Baltimore chasing some Lamar Jackson. 18 prestige, 18 playoff, couple of 18 blasters. Good chance to land a Lamar Jackson. So Brian Graves is chasing Lamar unless he decides to trade it. On 4 is Buffalo. That's going to be Josh Baxter chasing some Josh Allen. Josh for Josh. So Baxter chasing some Josh Allen. Number 5 is Travis Clavin chasing some C-Mac. So Travis Clavin chasing C-Mac out of 17 on Carolina. Matthew Vanover is going to be on Chicago. Matthew Vanover is after some Justin Fields. Now, Vanover, there is a 2021 hobby box in addition to the Leaf Blaster with 4 autos, the Mega Box of Prestige, and the Absolute Blaster doing the Kaboom chase. So Vanover chasing some Fields. Very active year in this break. Cobb family at 7 is after Burrow out of that Contenders hobby box. So the Cobb family after Burrow. 8, Cleveland Andrade is chasing Baker Mayfield. So Andrade is on the Baker chase. Number 9, Mason Prince going after some CeeDee Lamb. Mason Prince, big hobby box for 2020, chasing CeeDee. Number 10 is Hanster going after Denver. Lots of receivers to chase there. Lots of receivers. Very receiver-heavy team. Ron Goforth is on Detroit. So Ron Goforth on Detroit, also chasing a lot of receivers. Green Bay is Bryce Allen. So Bryce is looking for some love. Bryce Allen is looking for some love. 13 is me. I am on Houston, so I'm going after Deshaun Watson. Blinky is on Houston after Deshaun Watson. Oop. 14 is Metzi. Metzi is chasing Indy and some MPJ. Metzi is after MPJ. 15 is Adam Huffstadt. So Adam Huffstadt is chasing some Trevor Lawrence. Adam Huffstadt chasing Trevor. KC is going to be Dusty Barlow. So Dusty Barlow is after the Mahomes rookie out of the 17 contenders blaster, in addition to some Clyde Edwards-Helaire in 2020 out of the hobby contenders. So Dustin, another very likely chase team. 17 is Vegas Surfer. Surfer is after Vegas and a lot of other receivers as well. Big receiver team trying to stay away from Ruggs, though. Ruggs is the dud right now out of there. 18 gonna be Jay Van Castle, so he is on the Herbie chase. 19 is the Rams. That's going to be Jeff Maggio. So Jeff Maggio looking for some Van Jefferson. And, the running back who just blew out his ankle. I can't think of it. Cam Akers. Miami, 20. Tim Jones after some Tua. Tim Jones chasing Tua. Tua fishing. 21 is Dustin Bollock. So Dustin is after some Justin Jefferson. So Dustin Bollock chasing some Justin Jefferson. Patriots. Dylan Ratter is after Mac Jones. Dylan Ratter chasing some Mac. Saints, 23. Gary Eck is on the Saints. 24 is the Giants. James Rosenberger after some Danny Dimes. Jets, 25, going to be TJ Bright. So TJ Bright is chasing some Zach Wilson. And White ain't the answer. Mike White had a terrible couple of weeks, so we may see Zach again very soon. 26 is Brandon Brochet after some Jalen Hurts. Brandon Brochet from Great Lakes Box Breaks. After Hurts. 27 is Pittsburgh. Aaron Wise going after some Chase Claypool and Aaron Wise. And, why am I blanking on their running back's name this year? Why am I blanking on their running back? This is what happens when your mind's too busy. Who am I thinking? Najee Harris. Yes, Najee. God, that's literally brain fart. So Aaron Wise chasing some Chase Claypool and Najee. Jetson on San Fran looking for some Trey Lance and Deebo Samuel and every other wide receiver they've got. Seattle is going to be Jeffrey Allen Haas chasing some DK. Jeffrey Allen Haas after some DK. And don't forget, Jeff, you've got Prism. One of the only Prism products up there other than 2020 is 19 Prism. Very pricey box, by the way. But DK is up there and a possibility. Tampa Bay chasing some Brady is going to be Danny Tanner, Mr. Full House, after some Tom Brady, hopefully out of that 2020 hobby box. And then Tennessee, A.J. Brown, Alan Stein is chasing A.J. from Black and Gold Breaks. And last but not least, on Washington is Hometown chasing some Gibby. and a quarterback who is backing up in Pittsburgh right now, who didn't start. Mason Rudolph did instead. But hey, all right. So here is our final list. We'll go through a quick rundown. Arizona is Robert Avisha. Atlanta, Shane Beck. Baltimore, Brian Graves. Buffalo, Josh Baxter. Carolina, Travis Clavin. Chicago, Matthew Vanover. Cincy, the Cobb family. Cleveland, Philip Andrade. Dallas, Mason Prince. Denver, the Honster. Detroit, Ron Goforth. Green Bay, Bryce Allen. Houston, Blinky. Indy, Metzi. Jax is Adam Huffstadt. KC, Dusty Barlow. Vegas is Surfer. Chargers, Jay Van Castle. The Rams, Jeff Maggio. Miami, Tim Jones. Minnesota, Dustin Bollock. Patriots, Dylan Ratter. Saints, Gary Eck from Eagle Finn. Giants is James Rosenberger. Jets is TJ Bright. Philadelphia, Brandon Brochet, Great Lakes Box Breaks. Pittsburgh is Aaron Wise. San Fran going to be Jetson. Seattle is Jeffrey Allen Haas. Tampa, Danny Tanner. Tennessee, Alan Stein. And bringing it home, batting cleanup, is Washington. Hometown Breaks. So whoever is up for trade, I'm going to put it in the comment section of the breaks. Comment section of the break. I'm going to take a picture of the list. We'll post it in there. And then any trades that go through, what I need is a statement of the let's say I'm going to trade Metzi Houston for Indy. I would go into the comment section and I would tag Brian Letary, or tag me and say Houston being traded for Indy, tag Sean Metzler. So now it's me tagging B3 and Metzi, trade in there. Metzi would go in, give it the thumbs up. Now I know both parties are good with it, and I'll lock the trade in. So if you guys could do that for me, that'd be great. Hopefully we'll run this window for 24 hours and break either, if not tomorrow night, which is Wednesday, then Thursday night. So I will give you guys a little more info on the break time. Like I said, once I talk to the hookup guy, the guy that's running the lines, who needs to get the permits from the town. Permit application is in. I'm just waiting on his quote when he can go. So once I get that info, I'll pass that along. We'll get a date set and we will go. If you haven't sent the funds for the break, please do so. A lot of you have. I want to say like 80% of you guys have, without even knowing when the random or the break was going to go off. You guys all sent for the most part. So I really appreciate that. If not, I know sometimes it takes a couple of days or whatever. I'm not giving anyone a hard time whenever you get a moment to do it. If you got to wait till Thursday or Friday, whatever, just when you get a chance, send it over. I'll mark it down. We'll get everything through and we will get a time and date set. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys. So I'm really excited to break this, especially just to see what the Herbert auto looks like. And guys, just for the record, this is not the only box we got. They only made 295 of these, right? There's 295 of these boxes made. That's it. And we have 3 of them. So if you look at it in the grand scheme of things, right? And you do the math on what that is, we've got, I believe, 1% of the boxes made. So a whole percent. So there's only 100 other people that have 3 of these. That's it. So we've got 3, only 100 other breakers, card fanatics, collectors, whatever can have these. It was an online exclusive. You had to be there when they dropped it that day. We got 2 hours notice. They said, we're dropping this product in 2 hours. And I just happened to be lucky enough to get 3. But there's only 295 out there, and we've got 3 of them. So another one of these will be in break 100. That I can guarantee. When the 3rd one will be broken, I have no idea. We haven't decided yet. But another one with the guaranteed Justin Herbert auto will be in break 100. Break 100 is going to look very similar to this one, but it's going to be bigger. This one was built off of a $70 budget. Of course, I went over. So it ended up being 75, but break 100 will be built on $100 budget. So probably some more megas in here, maybe even drop down to 15 and 16. So we've got 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work yet, but break 100 will be even bigger and better. So if you missed out on this one, I know there was a couple guys upset that they weren't in it. Break 100 will look very similar to this with another box that guarantees the Justin Herbert auto, and it will be bigger and better and badder. So that's what I got, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, for being patient with me while all this goes down. I'm going to post this into the comment section, and then feel free to start trading. All right, guys. Love you. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate you. B3 out.